tonight. Appeal Court declared Jaribe Agom winner of Cross River Northern Senatorial seat. European Union Investment Bank to support Cross River State government with $55.5 million US. Plus, 82 Division Inter-Brigade competition ends in Calabar, with Nigerian Army 13 Brigade emerges overall winner. Details shortly. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the news. I am Uduak Eta. The appeal court sitting in Calabar, Cross River State, has sacked Senator Stephen Ode, lawmaker representing Cross River State North at Red Chamber of the National Assembly. A three-man panel led by Justice Choma Nwozu declared House of Representatives member Jaribe Agom Jaribe winner and the only elected senator of the Cross River North Senatorial District by-election. Paul Ebel reports.
The Cross River North senatorial seat has been a legal battle between the two parties of Stephen Ode and Jaribe Agom Jaribe at different courts with varying outcomes. But with this verdict by the Court of Appeal, it seems the end of the road as the panel also invalidates the certificate of return earlier issued to Senator Ode by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, directing that it be withdrawn. The court further affirms that Jaribe was the lawful candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the December 5th, 2020 by-election for the seat.
Today, the Court of Appeal has confirmed the judgment of the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which returns Jaribe Agom Jaribe as the duly elected senator for the Cross River North Senatorial District by-election that took place on the 5th of December 2020. Today, the issues that have bedeviled that election have been laid to rest permanently.
Today, we have had a clear consequential order made, affirming the position of the law. It's very, very clear. Today, we have the land victory given to Jaribe Agom.
The law supersedes the decision of any single individual. And the Court of Appeal has stood today for the oppressed.
The court concludes that the decision of the tribunal was a mere mockery of the judiciary. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
Former President of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, has advocated unity among Ijaw people to foster rapid development in the region. He was speaking during a consultative meeting with the leadership of the Ijaw National Congress in Yenogwa by Bayelsa State. Doris Akumoye has details.
The leadership of the Ijaw National Congress and famous social-cultural organization of the Niger Delta people after its successful election visited the former president, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, to tap from his wealth of experience and ideas. Dr. Jonathan, while receiving the leadership's soul for peace among Ijaw people, as no meaningful development can thrive in an atmosphere of rancor. The former president stressed the need to have a central Ijaw language which will be passed to the younger generation while pledging his support for the activities of the INC.
And bring IYC together, we must have one common IYC, we must have one common INC. And yes, we may have our differences, but we must all look towards the interests of the Ijaw ethnic nationality.
Earlier president of the INC, Professor Benjamin Okaba, said they are on a solidarity visit to the former president to seek his support. He advocated for the creation of additional Ijaw states, funding for the organization. Other issues presented by the INC president is rejection of the 3% for host communities in the PIB bill and call for resources justice, among others.
We are not satisfied with the decision of Senate or the PIB, and we are also told that the water resources bill is on the way. These are obnoxious to our people.
In Yeregoa, Doris Akomonye, NTA News.
The Accountant General of the Federation, Hamid Idris, has reaffirmed the commitment of the federal government to prompt payments of salaries and the general welfare of workers. Idris, while interacting with the leadership of the National Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, who were on a costed visit to him in Abuja, noted that the government is not oblivious of the importance of a well-motivated workforce. He emphasized that the federal government will continue to work hard to eliminate issues that may occur in the system so that prompt payment of workers' salaries would be sustained. He advised the leadership of the association to focus on issues that promote unity and well-being of its members and the country at large. News and current affairs programs that promote the oneness of Nigeria is of priority to the Nigerian Television Authority. As a result, managers should take advantage of NTA reach to be self-sufficient in carrying out the mandate. Director General of NTA Yakubu Mohammed was addressing participants at the quarterly general management meeting in Abuja. Adebola Brucelin Sunday reports.
These are general managers, zonal directors, and other top management of the Nigerian Television Authority who converged on Abuja to exchange knowledge, share ideas, and strategize on policies that will further move the organization forward. Director General of NTA, Yakubu Ibn Muhammad, told his foot soldiers to go all out in the efforts of repositioning the organization to achieve its mandates. Issues of new media and better relationship with governments at all levels are some areas at the front burner.
NTA is putting robust mechanisms to ensure that the entire system is relaunched on the online.
Our appeal really is that the governors should come to our aid and assist the stations, assist us to fulfill our mandate of bringing out the best of what they have to offer the people.
We don't report all sorts of things because we want to pull the crowd. No. NTA is a station to beat. Therefore, we are not competing with anybody. Ours is to ensure that this country remains one nation.
And for sport lovers in Nigeria, there is good news in the offing.
Executive Director Marketing with the DG has just approved La Liga matches and German Bundesliga. It will be shown on network and NTA Sports 24. Already we have the Premier League. We are showing the Olympics now for our viewers. We just went to Nigeria mini football in Ibadan. And
we need to provide content that will be more appealing to our viewers. So the Executive Director program has emphasized on that. So I'm taking that away.
The quarterly meeting is for the organization to review and re-strategize for maximum output delivery. Adebola Brucelin Sunday, NTA News.
The United Nations Industrial Development Organization is willing to complete the construction of 6 mini hydropower plants in Nigeria within 4 years and also secure $2 million to support the one at the Obudu Cattle Ranch. Regional Director of West and Central Africa of UNIDO, Jean Bakko, revealed this during the signing of an agreement to support agro-industrial revolution drive. Paul Ebert reports.
Cross River State Industrial Revolution has attracted several interests from within and outside the country. And UNIDO is not left out as its team is on ground to leverage on these feats in partnership. With the pronouncement of champion of industrialization in Nigeria on Governor Benayade, the visit afforded the team to present the Cross River State Industrial Policy Plan, gap analysis on Cross River Pharmaceutical Company, and signing of trust fund agreement for the implementation of the State Agro-Industrial Park.
That's the first step since we have been moving our cooperation in the country. We signed a SAGE trust fund agreement with a state in Nigeria.
With this gap analysis and ultimately fulfilling all the recommendations of the gap analysis, the Cross River Pharmaceutical Factory, which is indeed, like you rightly pointed out, the only pharmaceutical factory south of Nigeria, it will then be producing drugs to deal with issues that are very fundamental to public health, to deal with issues of hunger, poverty, things like malaria, things like yellow fever.
Part of UNIDO's support to this industrial revolution include providing rural agricultural transformation centers, one in each senatorial district, with 3 major crops such as cassava, groundnut, and any other within 1 year, while planning to set up a mega agro-industrial park to serve as hub to these centers. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
The European Union Investment Bank is to support the Cross River State government with $55.5 million in providing 300 kilometers of access route for agricultural produce across the state. Paul Ebel again witnessed the inauguration of the steering committee of the Cross River Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project.
The European Union Bank is to provide 50 million, Cross River 5 million, while the federal government $0.5 million as counterpart funds for the project. Other components of the project include asset management, performance logistic enhancement, and sector reforms for food chains including rice, cocoa, and oil palm. Others are institutional development, project management, and risk mitigation.
The project has three major components: improvement of rural access and trading infrastructure by constructing 300-kilometer roads across the state.
The selection of these routes that we know ensure that to the farm centers which produce basically the three food chains that are under the project development objectives.
I charge all the various commissioners and my ESCO members and the steering committee members who are directly involved in this project execution. They must emphasize even distribution. They must emphasize sensitivity to the core mandate of this program, ensuring that access to cocoa farms, to rice farms, and to oil palm plantation is the core essence of these 300 kilometers.
Part of the terms of reference of the steering committee is to ensure project implementation in line with conditions and specifications, monitor project physical progress, while the governor promised to give the committee 5 operational vehicles, office space, and $2 million as take-off fund for the project. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
As the second planting season begins, farmers in Akwa Ibom State are lamenting the scarcity of fertilizer at an expected subsidized rate. They are therefore appealing for government intervention to sustain the drive towards food security and sufficiency in the state and country at large. Evelyn Badu reports.
Fertilizer is material used to support nutrients in the soil for optimal growth, an imperative for most farmers. As the second planting season begins in the south-south region of the country, farmers in Akwa Ibom State have expressed worry over the non-availability and high cost of fertilizer in open markets since the inception of the first planting season in March.
But with the withdrawal of the subsidy by the federal government, farmers now depends on getting it on their own directly in the markets.
I want to appeal to the federal government to please see to it that we are taken into consideration because we've not gotten it.
We don't have enough in our state, in Akwa Ibom State.
A bag I lend is 7,000, 8,000, but I don't buy in bags. I buy in small quantity.
While the farmers affirm tremendous support of the state government in the areas of farm inputs, especially improved varieties of seedlings to support cash crops like oil palm and cocoa, not much has been done by the government to enable farmers access fertilizer through the fertilizer blending plant in the state at a subsidized rate, as a resort to buying at exorbitant prices in open markets and augmenting with organic manure.
Organic type, I think I bought that one 500 naira back. And if I'm using 20 to 30, 40 bags in a farmland, you know how much that means.
For us to be where we're supposed to be in terms of food security and sufficiency, it is imperative that intervention should come to the farmers.
It will be recalled that the federal government recently assured of 1 million tons of fertilizer to meet demands of the 2021 planting season in the country. In Uyo, Evelyn Badrueku, NTA News.
You are still watching Nta Calabar News at 7. You can watch this newscast on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/NTA Calabar. We'll take a break for now and more news when we return. Stay with us.
As news breaks from the north, south, east, and west of Nigeria, we bring it to you. News from the length and breadth of Cross River State is sent to you via this channel.
With movers and shakers in various spheres of influence talking to us, we carve a niche and showcase our experience in broadcasting. Because it's Nta Calabar before others.
You can't get this anywhere else. It's only here on Nta Calabar News, showing at this time 3 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 7 p.m. every day. Nta Calabar News. Our experience counts.
Welcome back and thanks for being there. The Akwa Ibom State government is putting modalities in place to digitalize Ministry of Land and Water Resources to enhance speedy service delivery. The Commissioner of Land and Water Resources, Umoino, made this known after a technical session with the land automation consultant. Calvin Samuel reported that land automation will put an end to fraudulent land dealings across the state.
Arising from a stakeholders technical section where the consultants team presented their progress report for critical stakeholders to make their input, the Commissioner for Land and Water Resources, represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Aniekan Akpan, says the state government is embarking on this project as a way of reducing the stress, time wastage, as well as put an end to all fraudulent activities associated with land transactions in the state, as according to him, when this is implemented, processing a CFO will take less than a week, and the client can do all the needful at the comfort of his or her home through the help of internet.
This program will enable us to be able to get online all the properties that are in the state, and so it's easy for you to sit in your house and have access online to a particular plot of land that you want to buy. You'll also be able to validate the type of land, where it is located, possibly the cost implementation of you acquiring that land. It will also help us to be sure that we are not having overflow of land. People buy land and their land overlap on another individual's land by the time we chat. All those teething problems will be able to cope when Accra GIS comes on board.
Leader of the consulting firm, Kai Christian Nigeria Limited, assured of authenticity of the software, which is expected to have the full documentation of all the land across the state.
Attorneys, we just need to maybe integrate the payment platform from the Akwa Ibom Internal Revenue Service, and that will be good to go. Then we train, obviously, the stakeholders, people that will be using the system to process. And I think, very shortly, even things like applying for a CFO would also go through the process. But we have to make sure we get it right. So that's why we have this presentation today, to ensure that everyone understands what we're doing.
The system, which is expected to come on board by October 2021, will help government internal revenue generation while enhancing service delivery, as it will eliminate delays. In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, Nta News.
Over 100 political stalwarts from Calabar Municipality who defected from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the ruling All Progressives Congress (LPC) have officially declared their support for the party. According to the report, the rally held at the Calabar Municipal Council headquarters. The Ground Unity Rally, organized by political stalwarts, attracted the Speaker of the Cross River State House of Assembly, Ethan Williams, and other personalities, who commended the new entrants for taking the bold step to join the ruling party, while urging them to join hands with the leadership of the party to move the state and the nation to greater heights.
Be assured, I say again, follow the man where Sabi. So make you stay well.
And today we are APC, we have submitted to the center, and we have submitted APC to government. So we will always have things better for Calabar municipality with your chairman and all as a team. APC! Those who call themselves godfathers, there is no godfatherism in Cross River State again. Godfatherism in Cross River State is destroyed, dead and buried.
For the new entrants, their defection to the ruling All Progressives Party is motivated by the performance of Governor Ben Ayade, especially in the areas of infrastructural development and employment.
So we are here today to give our support to the governor in his infrastructural development, economic development, agricultural development in all ramifications. So that is why we are here to say, everybody, enough of distraction. There is no other party, it's only APC.
And you have chosen the right path. So Calabar municipality, I know that you are 100% APC.
In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News. The Nigerian Army 13th Brigade has emerged the overall winner of the 82 Division Inter-Brigade Warrant Officers and Senior Non-Commissioned Officers Competition 2021 held in Calabar. Achibombasi report that the General Officer commanding 82 Division, Major General Tarid Lagbaja, commends the formations for the show of esprit de corps, regimentation, and sportsmanship displayed during the competition.
The 82 Division Inter-Brigade Warrant Officers and Senior Non-Commissioned Officers Competition witnessed passion, doggedness, dexterity, skills, and professionalism in all the participants at various levels. Various events competed for include the drill, weapon handling, land navigation, obstacle crossing, combat swimming, and 10 kilometers combat run. At the end of the keenly competed event, 13th Brigade emerged winner. 14th Brigade Ohafia took second position, while 82 Division Garrison third and 44 Engineering Battalion came fourth. While commending participating formations for adding value to the training and operations within the division, the Commander, 13th Brigade, Major General Peter Mala, says the division will continue to pursue its training schedules in order to perfect on current tactics.
To the participants, you have done your bit. However, note that the discipline, perseverance, and professionalism you displayed is commendable and acknowledged.
The General Officer commanding 82 Division, represented by the Commander Artillery Training School, Brigadier General Frank Etam, says the just concluded competition is not only timely, but key to improve the combat readiness of senior non-commissioned officers under 82 Division.
Areas of observed weaknesses will be strengthened, and those areas of strength will be consolidated upon. For the formations that have excelled in the various events and the best overall during the competition, I say big congratulations and well done.
With the 5-day competition over, winners and runner-ups have been tasked not to rest on their oars, but to begin preparation for future competitions in Calabar. Achibombasi, NTA News.
That report wraps up our package for this evening, but before we go, a recap of our major stories. Appeal Court sitting in Calabar, Cross River State has declared Jarigwe winner of the Cross River North Senatorial State. European Union Investment Bank has pledged to support Cross River State government with $55.5 million US. It was also in the news that the Nigerian Army 13th Brigade has emerged overall winner of the 82 Division Inter-Brigade competition held in Calabar. That is the package for this evening. Thanks for watching. Good night.